understand more of who sam2gah is. So I have him here before me. sam2gah, welcome to URA Radio.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Yeah.
To begin with, why sam2gah? Who is sam2gah and why that name?
Yeah. sam2gah is my music name. Yeah. And it's coming from my name Samson.
Right.
Yeah. When I was at senior high school, that's where I started my music.
Okay.
That's around 2016.
Right.
Yeah, I started the music small. They were encouraging me to keep on pushing. And it was one day I did one track. Then that's me then so to be a own. And then when I went to the house, I realized that the song it was everywhere. And
They were giving you the fans and
they
all
were
of
giving
that.
me fans, and that's where I get the popularity in our area.
Yeah. So I'm still talking about your name, sam2gah. So is it your? So you said your name is Sammy.
Yeah,
Is that your name?
yeah, that's my
Well,
reason.
where is from the tuga? Or is you just wanted to add something to make it sound sweet?
Yeah, that's how the music should be. You know,
Right.
the music, if you are going to come out with a name, like if you're on stage and somebody wants to give you a fan, you know, if you call it that name, it makes you get more vim to be able to do more things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So now let's talk about you. Who are you? And when I mean who are you, I mean where in the region do you come from, and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm really from Lorry community, that's in the northern district, around Congo. That's where we mostly do our things there. Yeah, and recently, that's where my producer is. That's Hassan Beats. And I'm really trying my best in Northdown to give them good music. And I think they're also coping up. All my fans, they like my music. Yeah.
Right. So what was the reason you went into music? Is it because of money? Is it because of inspiration? What at all pushed you? Because I from your intro, you said you started it, I think, in 2016.
Yeah.
So about, say, 6 years now into music.
Yes.
What brought you into the music industry?
You know, as we go into senior high, you know, there are so many things that you will be able to get to know about yourself. Yeah. But when I was at JSS level, I didn't think of music. But when I went to school, you know, there are so many things that happen in life that makes you think maybe it may be of help to people. Like you should think and advise people to change their life.
Right.
That's how I thought of it, and I came out with a track. Yeah.
So you discovered the music in you when you went to SHS.
Yes.
So probably how did it come about? I'm just quizzing you to understand how it came about. Maybe you were doing a music show and you decided to do something and your mate says, okay, you are doing good, or you just sat down and said, let me also do this. I just want to know where it came from.
Okay. Like I was just there, and then a track came to my head. Like the chorus, something like that. I was repeatedly singing it. Then I also had my colleagues.
Right.
I went to them, then I sang, and they listened. They said it was a nice one. We should go and have a try. That's where we went to Elbow. He's a producer at town here.
Okay.
He was that time he was working at Fireblaze. That's where he produced beat for me, and that's how I started music.
Right.
And it's like you can be just there, and the song itself will just come to your head. Yeah, that's how it is.
Right. So sam2gah, now you are into music. What category of music are you doing right now? Your genre?
Yeah, that's Afro dancehall. Yeah.
Why do you go there? Why did you decide to do that amidst all the others? Or that's why you think you will be able to do well?
Yeah. You know, aspect of life, everybody gets where he can only do his best. I think that part I can do my best there.
Right.
But in other places, you know, as you're a musician, anybody can feature you. So you should be good at any place.
Right.
Maybe if anybody call you to come and do track plus him, like you will not say because I'm doing this aspect of music, I can't do that. Yeah. So you should be good at any place and ready at any time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that's sam2gah in studio here. It's a musician, and I just played one of his track. I would want to play this other one from him, and then we'll continue the discussion. So listen to this one from him, and then we'll come back. I'm one of those who believe that if someone believes in themselves and they want to do something for themselves, you should give them the chance to prove themselves. It doesn't. We should not only allow the big shots when they make it, and then we now call them. But before they make it, we should be able to push them to realize their dreams. And that's why we're having a discussion with this young man who is trying to get into the music industry. So let's listen to this one, and when we get back, we'll continue with the discussion. But let me say shout outs to you, DJ Popular from Zambo Community Center. You are live. You're always live on the show, especially on URA Radio 89.7 all the time, listening to our programs. I say shout outs to you, and thanks for making time to listen to us this particular afternoon. Let's have a listen to this one. I'll be right back.
The title is Nintarek.
What does that mean?
It means you shouldn't envy what somebody has.
Okay.
Because nothing is free on this earth. Everybody works to get what they have. So if you see somebody having something, you shouldn't be a headache to you that you should do something to him and all sort of things. Yeah, but you know, my people are listening, so okay, maybe if I can speak our language.
Yes, we'll get to that part. We'll get to that part where you say or what you want to say to them in your language, so they will understand. But this one, I just want to understand from my perspective, and when we are done, you get a chance to do that. So, you haven't been into the industry yet. I mean, for long, you are still trying your feet. In this your little time in experiencing music and all of that, what do you think are the problems of the music industry, especially in the Upper East here? I know you would know one or two problems or challenges. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges to pass through in the music industry. You know, some places you can go there and they'll be playing your songs, and some people will start insulting. That what are these are what kind of tracks that they're playing here. But it really hurts. But you know, you have to keep on pushing. One day you do something for that person to like. But you know, in life, if everything you are doing, people will by all means discourage you. But that's why I said in one of my tracks that you should come out with something. Like, you shouldn't make your husband be like nothing. You should make people know that, oh, Charlie, what they are doing, you are coming out with something. Yeah.
Right. That's good, and I like your zeal, and that's the reason I mentioned that a lot of people would always want you. They only hail you when they see you at the top. But we should not only do that. And me, for instance, that's what I believe in. If you come to me, if the song is not derogatory, if it is not insulting or those kind of songs, and it's just what you are doing and you're trying to push it, we will push it. Even if it is something, I mean, you will get there one day. And I believe that's what we will have to do. And in as much as we those who are industry players try to do that, then you, the artist, or those into it, you also need to step up and do your best. So we get to where we want to go. So then again, let me ask you this one. If among all your tracks, which one is your favorite? The ones that are played and those that you have by yourself, which one is your favorite?
The one one that hits my head is they come out with something. Yeah. That song that I want to promote it to the highest, because in every youth there's this hard working in all of us. That as we are, even if you are working with somebody and the person insults you, do you all sort of things, you shouldn't take it to be something. Like, you should know what you are doing, and then also contribute your money small. You shouldn't use it anyhow, because you are suffering for the money, and they are insulting you because of you are under people.
Okay.
We respond to people. Yes, sir. We call them bosses, and then I say you should ask yourself, maybe what you are doing will one day will somebody also call you a boss. That's where you should think and put your money down. Then also start with something somewhere. Then they will also call you somebody one day.
How is it like related with the established musicians in the region, for instance? People that we know already, do you have the chance of meeting them, and how is your relationship with them?
Yeah. Mostly the track that I'm talking about, me and this popular artist Soribia. Yeah, and it was hard for maybe me. Like that time, I was very underground artist. Like I wouldn't get chance to get to him. But I went to Fireblaze, and this guy Benji, he's a producer.